The other thing that I wanted to talk about tonight, and this actually came up on the show last night, uh, we kind of got into a discussion about family heirlooms because I was talking to my buddy Ron Otto about grenades. And somewhere, was it Kettering? Somewhere in Dayton yesterday, somebody found a grenade from World War II that Grandpa apparently brought home as a souvenir, and they had to have the bomb squad call in and take care of it. And I mentioned during our conversation that one heirloom that it almost became an heirloom, I guess, because my dad inherited a Nazi military army uniform, or not uniform, excuse me, helmet. And I don't know where he got it. He got it years and years ago from somebody. And I just remember that thing being around when I was a kid. And he eventually sold it. And then I thought, well, is that something that I would have wanted to inherit? And I told Ron that, hey, I guess that would be kind of cool. But, the way things are today, I don't know that having a Nazi war helmet on display in your house is probably something that you would want to use as a conversation starter with guests. The other thing that I was reminded of, and I've never mentioned this before. I don't believe I've ever mentioned this before on the show. But after my grandma and grandpa Fryman died, we were cleaning out the house. My grandfather passed first, and then my grandmother. And I was one of the smaller ones at the time that could fit into this sort of little cubby hidden attic off of one of the bedrooms. And I went in there and I found this box, and it was from Reich's, and it was a clothing box that had been shoved in there at some point. And I think that was might have been the only thing that was in this little room. So we pull it out, and we get the 80 years of dust off of it, clean it off, and we open it up. And guess what was inside? A Klansman outfit. Yeah, that apparently had belonged to one of my great grand whatevers. And I just remember that feeling like, oh my gosh, who wants this? Who wants to bring this home as an heirloom item? Well, guess what? We did. And then my dad turned around and thankfully sold it and got it out of the house. But it got me thinking, it's like, what kind of weird heirlooms have you been stuck with? Because I'm sure that there are certain things that you may have inherited from a relative, your grandma, grandpa, aunt, uncle, or parents, or whoever, where you don't really want, but there's a part of you that feels like, I can't get rid of it. I can't get rid of it because it was passed on. I don't have any use for it. I'm not going to put it out on display. So what do you do with it? You don't want to keep it because, you may not like it for whatever reason, but you can't get rid of it because you feel like it's part of your family history. I bet people have those types of things. And then I started thinking, what if there was an heirloom exchange? What if, what if there was some place you could go where you could take the heirlooms that you don't want, that you don't like for whatever reason, and exchange them with somebody, with someone who has maybe something that you want and they want your thing. Just a thought. Becky in Beaver Creek. Hey, Becky.
Hello.
Hey, what's going on?
Well, years ago, my mother, she passed in 2007, but for years she had her mother's eyeball. Because her mother, when she was a little girl, she had an accident, and I forget how it happened, with scissors, and so she lost her eye, was blind in it. She had a eyeball. And then when she died, my mom kept her eyeball for all of her life.
And did you inherit said eyeball?
No, I really don't even know what happened to it. But yeah, she never even showed it to me.
Oh my gosh, Becky, that would have made a lovely pendant. Don't you think? Wouldn't it be like that would be one of those pieces of jewelry that would be a real conversation starter.
No, but that was my offering there for you.
I appreciate it. Becky, I love your third eye there. Lisa on the live stream mentioned this. And I've never heard of this before. This is what she wrote. I'd say the weirdest thing I could have inherited many years ago was a toothpick made of a raccoon penis. She says it's an Appalachia thing. Needless to say, it was sold at the estate sale. So first of all, where does that come from? What's the notion of a toothpick made from a raccoon penis? Why? Who thought that up? Who came up with that idea? But it was sold, so it's somebody else's problem now. And down the road, whoever bought it, they'll probably leave it to their descendants. So it's the heirloom that just keeps on giving. Let's talk to John of Versailles. Hey, John, how you doing?
Good.
What's up, man?
Son and I love your show.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that.
This is not exactly what you're looking for.
That's all right.
But I have really cool heirlooms.
Okay, let's hear them.
My grandfather, I had his 1970 Chevy C10 that he ran his business with.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah.
My father, who is still living, has the Grand Prix 2004, the turbocharged. That's going to go to me. And then I'm going to put a car in the mix, so my son will inherit 3 generations of cars. That's
pretty cool. I missed out on that because when my grandfather stopped driving, he was driving a 1977, I think, Dodge Charger. And it was blue and with black leather interior or whatever I don't know if it was leather, but I just remember it was black, and it got very, very hot in the summertime. And I loved that car. I loved it so much because sometimes when I'd spend the weekends, we'd take it out on Route 4 and he'd go about 95 down the road and say, I'm just blowing out the exhaust. But after he stopped driving, it was about my time to start driving. He sold it to his barber for $1,500 and free haircuts for life.
Oh
yeah. I was like, come on. What? And I think ultimately he thought that I'd probably kill myself in it. Right. So
yeah, no, I got you. Now I'll ask my son, he might be willing to trade those for that eye.
Yeah, I don't know. That is a weird thing, right? Inheriting someone's glass eye. But I still think it would make a lovely pendant.
I'm with you.
Yeah. All right, John. I appreciate your call, buddy. Let's see. Rick in Dayton. Hey, Rick.
Hey, how's it going?
I'm well. What's shaking with you, man?
Okay. When I was a kid, there was a picture on our shelf.
Mm-hmm.
It was framed. It looked like a handwritten document. I walked by this thing for 15, 16 years and never leaned over and read it. And one day when I don't even know, it was 17, 18 years old.
Yeah.
I leaned over and looked at it and my jaw hit the floor. I'm like, what in the heck is this? Well, flash forward. I'm not going to tell you what it is just yet.
Okay.
My dad passes away back in 1997.
Yeah.
And me and my 4 brothers are cleaning out his house. None of us want this thing because it is bad. I was like, I don't want this thing. So what ended up happening was somebody shoved it into one of my boxes. One of my brothers did.
Yeah.
And I have it. Well, I will tell you what this thing is. The only reason I kept it was because my great-great-great-grandfather fought the Civil War.
Oh.
And that's where it came from. It is a slave bill.
Oh, wow.
And it is, the wording in it is horrendous.
Sure.
I'm not even
Yeah.
going to read any of it to you.
No. You don't need to. We get it.
It's bad. It's really bad.
Right.
And so I still have this thing, and I don't want it, but I don't want to get rid of it because it was my great grandfather's memento from the Civil War.
Let me tell you something, Rick, because you shared that and you admitted what it was. It's a slave bill. The thing that I did not reveal when I was talking about, and I don't know if you heard me mention it, when we were cleaning out my grandma's house, we found a box from Reich's, and inside was a Klansman's robe and mask.
Wow.
Here's what I didn't say. It was a child's Klansman's robe.
Oh.
Yeah, it was for a child. And we have no idea which child. But and there were also pictures of Klan rallies at the Montgomery County Fairgrounds. And it's like, we got to get this out of the house. we got to get rid of this. I mean, I understand it's part of family history, but I think my dad sold it to a museum or something. So
this should go somewhere. It's one of those things that's sensitive,
right?
From the family history. And my grandfather, by the way, survived the Civil War.
Oh, well, there you go.
One of the few. He went in as my dad said, a lowly private and left a captain.
Wow. That's awesome. I'll tell you what, if you really don't want that, there are a bazillion museums that I'm sure would take it off your hands.
Oh, absolutely. That's probably where it belongs.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I don't have it hanging in my house.
Right. Hey, come look at my slave bill on the wall. Yeah. That's not something you're going to bring up during cocktail hour with your friends at your house.